You can see no problems getting along there.
Iron Beast is just setting the car flying. No way that you can troll past me like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Iron Beast.
Yeah, bloody beast. This thing has come flying past.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Iron Beast here. Today we are doing a bit of SnowRunner. I hadn't played this game in a little while, but we jumped on earlier this week with some of my clients who are YouTubers and streamers, and it reminded us how much of a struggle the game is. So anyway, I decided to pull down an Azov truck here and add my Iron Beast edits to it. I do not muck around with any of the assets of these particular mods or models off Mod.io. All I do is I have an XML file edit that I use, which equips the wheel sizes that I prefer on the vehicles. In this particular edit, the front two axles and the rear two axles drive all the time, and then I can equip the middle axles as well. And also you'll see that this is 6-wheel steer. Being a longer vehicle, it needs to be a bit more maneuverable. I just use XML file editing to add my preferences onto the vehicle, so I'm not messing with people's actual meshes or mods. So anyway, let's go and have a look at this truck and see how it goes. I think the conflicting drive of the middle two axles is what sort of slows the whole vehicle down across the terrain, because it's, the drive wheels are sort of fighting each other to a degree, whereas at the front and rear they're not fighting very much at all. This is my truck size version of a Scout that can go anywhere really. It's just the narrow forest tracks or rocky tracks it has a hard time with. You can see the way that it's reacting over the suspension. It's not such a heavy vehicle, but there is one reason that I've made the vehicle the way it is. It'll still carry cargo on land quite comfortably, and it's still got all its original suspension stiffnesses and things, which is why it bounces around a bit. Check this out. There we go. That's the beauty of this edit. So you can see we're moving along against the current quite fine and pretty quickly. There you go. So with this particular edit of mine, I'm not even having to cut down into the low ratios to be able to get across the water. And you can see we've just crossed that bit of the lake quite fast really. The only downside of it being able to drive like this is once it gets up to maybe 4th and 5th gear, the wheel starts spinning so fast that it does lose a bit of traction. But this is going to be fantastic for just, like I say, as a scout vehicle and exploring, because of the fact that it's got enough sort of grunt to get against the current a bit, and then just make that transition just easy. So we're going to head across to the tunnel on the far side of the lake over there. So you can see what I mean. It'll get to a point where the traction doesn't work because the wheels are spinning too fast. And what I like about it, as opposed to the smaller Scouts as being such a big truck with the width and length, it gives you actually a bit of stability when you're exploring, especially if you're going up, tighter rock faces and things like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool being able to look down at our wheels doing the work. You can see no problems getting along there. You can hear it changing through those first few gears. But if I lock this into high, it's too fast. You can see the wheels going, so spinning so fast it actually slows down a little. Now obviously we do lose some maneuverability because of the sheer size of it. But I think what we can probably do is, when we're in this tighter terrain where we need to make a lot of tight turns, it would be easier to take that all-wheel drive off so that only our front and rear two axles are steering and pushing power through. And I think that's going to make the maneuverability better. Oh yeah, that's definitely better. Steering responsiveness is a bit fast. This was made for my normal edits that have smaller wheels, of course, so when everything starts turning and it's bigger, you really get to notice that speed difference. But there we go, we can really turn on a dime, go where we need. Some of my ruined trailers from previous sessions. So let's not muck around. Let's get straight down here. And then we're going to go straight up to Alaska in a minute, actually. This is a good chance to see how it maneuvers around these sort of tighter turns with rails on the side of the road. It's probably only a small body of water, but it's just super useful, like, for this kind of thing here. So even without those middle two axles driving, it's still quite maneuverable. And again, it's just super quick when we need to just get around and look around the map. And it's quite stable carrying weight in the water, except the only problem is as the weight of the load increases, the traction of these wheels in the water sort of is reduced significantly. Spare parts, cool, upgrade. You can see also there's not extra wheels, so this is driving on the water as it is just with the wheels. You can see I haven't got hidden wheels or invisible wheels or extra wheels under the chassis there. So the maneuverability in the water is really awesome. Although this is one area, if you do this too fast with weight, then you will tip. Trying to get through there is pretty much impossible, because the vehicle's just too big. But as you can see, the benefit is with so many wheels driving and being so big to a degree, you can still go most places. So there you go, apart from its size restrictions, it's a go anywhere machine straight up to Alaska. It's stuck in the mountains, and we'll go all the way by road, and then we've got to get up here. Again, it's deceiving how fast it's moving because it's such a big truck. It's actually going pretty quick. I have a problem getting through this gap. It looks small. This is where it gets tricky. That's not so bad at all, actually. Bit of a simple mission. I wonder if we can get straight down the hill there. These trees are small and nothing that's going to stop us. We can just pull it straight down. Do that. Oh, rocks. Uh-oh. We'll try it anyway. I think if we take the right there, we should be okay. was an easy one. Let's see if we can squeeze through that narrow bit of gorge there. Come out around here. Come up into this port here. Just for fun. I'm not sure if we're going to get down that thin sort of waterway there, because I mean we're having a hard enough time getting through here. Good thing about having such big wheels is they're taking all the damage. All the side damage anyway. So there we are. No problems. We're sort of on the river bed and in the water to a degree. Yeah, straight out into the lake. We should be able to get up there. Boom. So that was all too easy really, and I think there aren't so many places on the map that would pose a problem for this truck. I can shortcut across water if I'm not loaded. I can get up these banks and things so easily. I'm very happy with that XML file edit there to give it a little bit more customization without messing with the actual mesh files and everything. So anyway guys, thanks for checking this video out. I appreciate your support, so feel free to hit that like button as well. Subscribe to the channel. That's all for now guys. I'm out. Until the next one, take it easy.